I mean, I'm an actuary by training. I did actuarial science at Wits, and I've kind of gravitated to living within the Johannesburg area. And basically, if I describe myself, I'm a through and through professional. So I don't think, there's a way to describe me besides that at the moment.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Let's Prop In. If this is your first time on this channel, my name is SBSB. Now, what we do on this channel is that we explore as well as showcase some of the most extraordinary properties around the world. Now, today we are back in Limpopo, Polokwane, showcasing a brand new development. This is called The Pinnacle. This is 3 villas, all villas comprised of 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, incredible entertainment area. This is a short-term stay property, so all the booking details will be down in the description. What we'll need from you guys is let us know down in the comments which one of these 3 villas is your favorite, because they all have a little bit of different character towards it. They're all named differently, which we'll show you guys while we walk through all the villas. Before we get into it, massive thanks to the owner for giving us this opportunity to showcase his beautiful project with you guys. We also will hear from him in a bit. And now, before we even get into the tour, which one's your favorite unit?
I think definitely the one with the tan colors, but you'll have to wait and see.
Definitely wait around, see, and as I mentioned down in the comments, let us know which one is your favorite. As always, if you are interested in purchasing your dream home, or you're looking to sell your property and put it into the market and you require that professional service, make sure to reach out to LP Realty. We'll be more than happy to assist. Now, if you're excited for this one, I know I am, and without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's prop in. Just in terms of this project, what made you, because you're in corporate, you're actually, you could have easily, like we deal with a lot of guys, could have easily bought like a 2-bedroom apartment in Bryanston as a rental unit, invest in that type of project, invest in that type of investment. So what made you build this specifically, and also what made you build in Polokwane?
Yeah, so I think one is a bit of a personal one. So I'm at the age where a lot of people start to buy their homes. So essentially, I could have moved into a midstream, a waterfall, or even, found a way to get into Stain City, as hard as it is. But because I'm not married, I could take this kind of risk where I'm like, let me just prioritize business a little bit. And if I do need to get a house at a later stage, it's something I can pick up. But I think a lot of people my age kind of get caught up in a bond that you paying with your wife or however, and it just becomes a bit difficult to take certain kinds of risks. Because I didn't have that issue, it was a bit easier for me. And also, I actually bought my first property when I was very young. I think I was like 22, 23. So by the time I started over here, I'd paid that off. And I'd minimized my debt and kind of maximized some of my savings. So that's kind of like how I rationalized it over, normally just buying a house that I really want to.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Just like to welcome everyone to this incredible development and starting the tour on the driveway. Before we get into it, as I mentioned, this development is located in Limpopo. For all our international friends, this is in the northern regions of South Africa. Up north, it's a province called Limpopo, and today we're in a town and a city called Polokwane. And then the specific area that we are in today is called Bendo. Now, we've been to Bendo before, and the last time we were here, we thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. It's in close proximity to a lot of amenities. This property is about 6 to 5 minutes drive to the Mall of the North, where you can find everything from shopping to restaurants for all of those types of amenities. Now, in terms of this property, as you drive in, you're beautifully welcomed by this double leaf steel doors welcoming you to this long driveway. As you arrive, you're almost surprised by the reveal of this incredible architectural style that you find here. Very modern, but also a hint of traditional country farm style with these open gables. But as you drive in, beautifully hedged off with this greenery and allowing you to enter this center area here. From here, behind me, this is Unit 1. Down the passage, that's Unit 2. And behind me, we'll finish with Unit 3. Now, along this tour, let us know in the comments which one is your favorite one. But we'll start with Unit 1 behind me. Spec-wise, in terms of this development, we have 3 units, as I've mentioned. All units are 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. They all have pools. They all have double car parking, garage, and they also have guest loo downstairs. Now, entering Villa 1, immediately you are impressed by the modern finishes throughout. To my left, guest bathroom with a LED back mirror and also stunning greenery that they use. Throughout this unit and all the units, you'll see the incredible use of greenery to create a natural space inside, mixing up with the modern space, giving you that timeless feel in the interior space. Now, as we enter, to my left, you have this open plan kitchen, gas hob, entire clean countertop space, and then as you look above me, suspended light pendants. I love the use of this tinted glass that they used throughout this entire development. It is LED backlit, which we'll see in the other units, but then you have this tinted glass allowing you to increase that luxurious feel, but also giving you view of your crockery inside. Modern finishes, as you can see, and this is a short-term stay, so everything that you need from that perspective is here. Dishwasher. No one wants to wash dishes on a short-term stay, and then you have this washer dryer for you to do your laundry while you are here. Over the last few days we've been staying here, we've been incredibly hosted by the owner and builder of this unit, or of this development rather. The chef has been here, so there is an option to have a chef full-time. Breakfast is included, but if you want lunch, dinner, that option is also available to you guys. But I love the fact that these units seamlessly flow to the outdoor area. It is summertime in South Africa, so all these doors will remain like this throughout the entire December, allowing you to seamlessly transition to the outdoor area. A detail which I like here are these noodle lights, increasing that modern feel every day. When you just see this, it's just such a stunning feature to look at above the dining table. As I mentioned, beautiful slats on the backdrop of this large TV, increasing the warmth in the entertainment area. And then a common thing that you'll see are these incredible assemblies of the media wall in all the units. Gas fireplace to increase that moodiness and just the intimate vibe when the sun starts to set. And as I drag everyone outside, neatly decked, artificial grass, bright area in front of me, and also privacy. All these units have a large sense of privacy because it is 3 villas next to each other. Privacy is a big thing. So this, in terms of orientation and the way in which architecturally it is designed, it achieves that brilliantly. Outdoor seating area, egg chair to my right, bright as I've mentioned, and as from this position you look at the architectural features, stunning modern finishes. You have this black facade mixing with the vertical warmer timber slats, glass, and then you see all the balconies. It is stunning. Now as we pan up to this wall above us, we see a couple of Anton Smith sculptures. At night, this is even more impressive as you have these light fixtures above it illuminating these faces, and it looks like an entire art gallery outdoor here. Water feature, as we'll show you guys in the B-roll, sunken boma to my right, and that was it for the ground floor. Next, let's go upstairs to see the bedroom quarters. Before we arrive at the bedroom quarters, the landing, a few details I want to point out here. This large double volume ceiling, the fenestration work which brings in tons of natural lighting to this entire area, but from here you can see this beautiful view of the entertainment area as well as all those Anton Smith sculptures in front of me. And then beautiful suspended light pendant here, which at night comes alive. But then arriving at the landing of the bedroom quarters, immediately you are greeted by this pajama lounge. So what they wanted to do with all of these units, they wanted, if you are coming with friends and family, they didn't want one person. If you get a certain room, you feel as though you are at a disadvantage. No, if you got this room, for example, you wouldn't feel disadvantaged. If I got that room, all the rooms are quite similar. Obviously, you have the main bedroom, but all the rooms are quite similar. And how they were able to achieve that is by having a larger surface area or floor area upstairs compared to downstairs by utilizing cantilevers, which we'll show you guys in B-roll, but the owner will also just explain some of the challenges that he faced using this technique of almost overextending the top level by using cantilevers. By arriving at this bedroom, good size, you're overlooking the outdoor area, natural lighting pouring in here, but then as I pull everyone here, incredible bathroom area. Open shower, niche with the LED lighting. And then a story with these vanity designs. These were made in situ on site, and they had to put together, cut and assemble all this granite piece into one. And looking at it now, it's such a stunning piece in terms of execution, but also it's such a unique feature that you have in this bathroom where you have black, white, grays. It's a nice pop of color. Also, neat outlet that you have here. Standalone Victorian Albert's bathtub, standalone faucet there, niche again, obscured glass, bringing you that natural lighting. But now as we pan up, you'll see this in all the bathrooms. We have this, no, you called it a honeymoon mirror.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we have the honeymoon mirror here. Yeah, that's just a detail we've never seen before, but it is cool. It does give the space a lot more in terms of visually, it gives it a lot more space. Now, off to the second bedroom of this floor. Adjacent to it, that's where we'll find the main bedroom, but equally as stunning, either side tables, bulkhead design with LED cove lighting. All the rooms do have aircon as well, and also you have a little bit of a balcony space that side. Now off to the main bedroom and showing you the differences in the room. Firstly, greeted by a makeup station. Then to my right, that's the actual main bedroom area. We'll finish with that. Walk-in closet again with this beautiful tint allowing you to see beautifully displayed. But as I take everyone into this main bedroom, double sink, floating vanity with an open shelves, and then LED back mirror with cool lighting. But also if you do want something a little bit warmer, you're able to have that. To my right again, standalone bath, standalone faucet, as well as in terms of the walk-in shower, this large rainwater shower head, ceiling mounted, and then again the honeymoon mirror. Finishing everything off in Villa 1, showing you guys the main bedroom area. Now this, as you pan up, it alludes to what I was saying in terms of the country style, farm style, traditional type of architecture and interior design. We have these exposed roof trusses and then an open gable here, which allows you to bring in tons of natural lighting into this room, but also gives you the views of this beautiful sky at nighttime and also throughout the day. Workstation, if you are here for work purposes, you are easily able to connect to the Wi-Fi, sit down and crunch a couple of numbers, but then large bedroom area. Balcony this side overlooking the pool area and also overlooking and seeing the architectural details of Unit 3 or Villa 3 rather. That was it for this villa. Let us know what you think. Next, let's go to Villa 2.
Just a little bit of background. I mean, the owner of the Pinnacle, Paseka, is a very close friend of mine. We've had a relationship for going over 30 years, you know, so we've been very close since childhood. So for me, his vision was something I understood. You know, we've traveled together, we've lived together, we've been to the world together, we've traveled some trips overseas and locally, etc. So I all understood taste. You know, so every time we would travel, we'll be overwhelmed by certain things we see, you know, and by that we understand the person you're dealing with. So once he told me about the project, initially I was not really involved too much in the space, but once he was involved, once he started the project, he told me his vision, you know, what he wanted, you know, and he give me examples of certain places traveled overseas like Europe, Switzerland, etc. And understood the vision. You know, I really understood the vision. It was important for me. But the good thing is that because we had a close connection and relationship, when he started, I knew what he wanted. Mm-hmm. You know, so once we began the interior side of things, I was also involved with some of the decisions in terms of giving my ideas, what would work, what would not work, So it did take a bit of time. I mean, obviously, as I say, the whole thing took between 6 to 12 months to complete, We even right now, we're still busy trying to find ways to make it better, to make it look more modern. We have to be innovative, because when things go with time, you need to also catch up, etc. So, however, as I said, I mean, for us, I wouldn't say it was a challenge. To be honest, it wasn't a challenge. It was an opportunity. I mean, it's an opportunity for you to learn. It's an opportunity for you to be creative. And create something that when visitors come, they get blown away. I mean, you guys came here. The first thing you said was, "This is amazing." I mean, you guys have done a lot of beautiful properties, but once you came in, you appreciated the space, which is very important. Every person that comes in must have a different experience.
Now, off to Unit 2. Now, this is probably, personally, my favorite unit, because as you arrive, you're immediately greeted by drama. This dramatic moment, this atrium area where we have an incredible Anton Smith sculpture looking up to this open ocular circle architectural design. And then in the background, you're seeing this double volume ceiling staircase leading you to the bedroom quarters. But above it, you see this incredible, I think from that angle, you'll see as though that light pendant looks as though it is a halo moment, which almost also is a reference to this open oculus moment. Now, as I mentioned, this is my favorite unit, and if you guys are looking to book it out, make sure to look down at the description. This is a short-term stay property. If you and your family want to come stay here, all the details will be down in the description. As we seamlessly transition to the main area, to my left, again, guest bathroom, equally as stunning. You have all these modern finishes. But one thing I didn't mention in the other unit, you have this incredible design here. Obviously, you have the sink design, but then if you are expecting people over, you can welcome them with a glass or two of champagne. That side, we find the breakfast bar, dining area, lounge, as well as a gas fireplace to the corner. More of your tans and browns throughout. The transition from indoor to outdoor is so seamless. And on a day like this, you're just invited to put on a costume and just jump and enjoy the swimming pool. Behind you guys, we have bright facilities and then outdoor furniture, lounges, reading a book. This is perfect. Greenery, hedging, this entire space. But as I'm sure on the camera, if you guys can see, but in terms of privacy, this is perfect. You have high walls. Orientation wise, you orientated away from the other villas that you see. Sunken fire pit here just for those intimate late evening chats. Now, a detail which was quite challenging to execute here was this glass piece that's separating the water as well as the sunken seating boma area. So from the boma area where you are seated, you can see right through this glass piece. So this is actually not glass. This is acrylic. So in terms of being able to execute something like this, they needed to go ahead and use acrylic as a material because of the thickness. Also, you have cold water this side, and then on this side you're going to have fire, which the change of temperature was going to affect that glass in a way which was probably going to make it crack over time because of the hot and the cold. So using acrylic, you're able to achieve this similar type of effect. That was it for the ground floor. Let's go upstairs and see the bedroom quarters, where I'll show you the main bedroom, one of my favorite ones.
I think if I can maybe speak of some challenges, the first big one was getting to learn what a cantilever is. So when the architect and I were spending some time, I wanted to make sure that all the bedrooms are en suite, and also wanted to make sure that the spaces are quite functional. And the solution had to be the fact that the upstairs area needs to be bigger than the downstairs area, which is, i.e., you need a cantilever. I'd undermined what it means to have a cantilever. So we spent a lot of time, designing all of the cantilevers with engineers, trying to figure out if, the weight is going to be sufficient, what type of beam you need for it, the size, and the like. So that was certainly one of the biggest challenges that we found. The second one is I was very insistent on having a sunken boma, where when you're sitting in the boma, you can look into the swimming pool. But again, it was kind of like a naive thing in terms of, okay, I want to have a fireplace next to water. But when you then look at the execution, it means you need to understand the glass installation, you need to understand the force that's been caused by the water. You also then need to understand the fact that the water is most likely going to be cold. And on the other side, you've got fire. So kind of getting into the technical details of how to execute that was very, very difficult.
Even though this is my favorite unit, one thing I've seen consistently is that many people have their favorites, which is quite interesting. Each unit, when you book out a certain unit, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's better than the other. All of them have specific things for specific needs. Now, you said your favorite unit is which one?
This one.
This one. Okay, so we agree on this one. So each individual person which I've asked has a different opinion, which is quite cool to see. It's not usual to have that. So as we arrive at the landing of the bedroom quarters, again, beautiful, almost atrium area. This has the detail of the Anton Smith looking out to this open oculus piece. Stunning arrangement. Pajama lounge adjacent to the bar area. Starting with this bedroom, this side. Above us, we have a skylight introducing a lot of natural lighting. But flowing down this passage and entering this bedroom, large bedroom area. As you look above us, beautiful execution of a bulkhead design as well as cove lighting, workstation in front of me, plenty of natural lighting in this room. As we enter here, incredible finishes that we find to the bathroom with this walk-in shower, neat outlet, modern sandware that you can find around, and then again this granite standalone piece of it's almost an art piece in this entire area. Now, off to the second bedroom on the other side of this floor. As you enter, immediately floor to ceiling glass panels in front of me. Here we have a mix-up in terms of materiality when it comes to the vanity design, floating vanity with open shelves, and then we have this very sleek and neat outlet leading down to the water outlet. Now off to the main bedroom. As we enter the main bedroom, immediately you are greeted by the walk-in closet. Leading down this passage, you are welcomed by the makeup section in front of us. Starting with the bathroom firstly, again floating vanity and basin design. To my left, large window which opens up to the balcony space, which we'll show you guys in a bit. Standalone Victorian and Albert's bathtub. This is almost an entire section on its own. You have this large rainwater shower head which is ceiling mounted, very modern, and again finishing everything off, you have the honeymoon mirror. Behind me, LED backed mirror as well, just to increase the luxurious feel of the bathroom. Now, main bedroom. In this main bedroom, immediately you find more cooler colors, the blues, the turquoise. These are more cooler colors that you have. On this floor, we have, in terms of the main bedroom, we have two balconies. We have this one that overlooks the entertainment area, and we have the one that is adjacent to the bathroom. That was it for Villa 2. Let us know in the comments what you think, whether you booked this one out or Villa 1. And to finish everything off, let's go look at Villa 3.
I think I need a little bit of a break to just one, perfect the experience that someone's going to get when they come in here, because I wouldn't want to jump on to the next one without feeling like I've perfected the experience for someone to come in here. And I mean, perfecting it is obviously a new space for me altogether. You know, I need to figure out, you know, how to keep the place super clean, how to keep all the amenities working, how to ensure that when you come in here, the chefs give you the most delicious food you can get in the city. And I mean, I think overall, I mean, I am cognizant that I'm not an expert in the space and I will make mistakes, but I'm hoping that over time we can give kind of the best experience in the city by being here. I mean, that's what part of the reason why I wanted to host you guys as well, so you can experience what it's like to have our chef make certain meals for you that, you know, would obviously change over time, but also then stay in the place, experience the calmness of it and kind of, you know, the peace it can give you.
Finishing off with Villa 3, before we get inside the interior space, now I just like for us to just pan up, just to appreciate the architectural details with this external facade. Firstly, you can see the contrasting colors with the darker blacks and then the off-white, bluer tints, bluer tones. But a detail which I want us to appreciate are these open gables. It's such a beautiful feature as it brings in tons of natural lighting, but also from the interior space gives you incredible sky views throughout the day and night. And then just to warm up everything, we have these vertical as well as horizontal wooden slats and then greenery just to create that timeless feeling. Double garage, as I've mentioned in the other units, but as we transition to the indoor of this unit, I suspect this might be a lot of people's favorite unit, and you'll see why in a second. As you enter, your eye is immediately drawn to the entertainment outdoor area where you have this beautiful, inviting pool, greenery, green wall behind it, green artificial grass, and then the bright area behind there. Before we get there though, to my left, we have a cool detail in the interior space of this home. We have this plant which is embedded within the ground. Guys had to cut into the actual surface bed, the actual concrete, to have this plant grow, and as it grows, this is going to be such a special moment. As you look above, skylight also bringing natural lighting but also giving a mood to this entire space. As the sun starts to move, this light also starts to move as well. To my right, we have an entire kitchen setup. Now as we flow further down the main entertainment area, dining area above it, suspended light pendant. As we flow this side, this is a detail which we've never seen before, but it was perfectly executed. We have a sunken lounge internally in the interior space of this home. Now, throughout the few days, this was the unit that we were staying in, so we made good use of this. Last night, Manchester City was playing. Luckily we won 5-4, but we were all seated here. The gas fire was on, seated here, drinks and enjoying the game. It was such a perfect environment, such a perfect intimate setting to have friends and family. So that's why I say probably this would be a lot of people's favorite unit. But then adjacent to that, complementing this entire area and also complementing the entertainment aspects outside, we have an indoor bar section. Behind here, open shelves, cabinetry, as well as a fridge just to store all your drinks. To my right, we have the guest bathroom this side, so when you have guests entertaining outside, you can easily pop in there. Outdoor lounging throughout, egg chair to my left, hedging this entire wall. We have greenery, sunken outdoor lounge and boma, and then to finish everything off, we have the pool section, water feature and bright area in front of me. That was it for the downstairs area. Now let's go upstairs where we'll see 3 bedrooms as well as a pajama lounge. Arriving at the bedroom quarters, immediately we are greeted by the pajama lounge. Now pajama lounges are so useful when you have multi-generational families staying in a one space. Upstairs you can have the kids playing FIFA, watching their cartoons and all of that, and then downstairs you can have the adults watching what they want to watch. Such a cozy and warm space. From the external facade, the details I was pointing out are these exposed roof trusses, open gable, you can see this beautiful sky behind you guys. Also natural lighting is blessing this internal area. Now off to the first bedroom, spacious bedroom, workstation, aircon, LED lighting and cove lighting, large mirror, and also natural lighting is blessing this internal area. Plenty of cabinetry work this side, but as we flow further down the passage, we are greeted by the bathroom. Now as you enter, you'll see this dark color palette which is complemented by the lighter tones, such as this tile that's finishing this floor. We have this large organically shaped mirror in front of us, again with the LED back lighting. Again, just to finish everything off, it really does make a difference having this mirror above on the ceiling in terms of just giving you that illusion of space within the internal area of this bathroom. It's a very cool outlet that we have here. It's almost a reference to the water feature that we saw in the pool, but it's a very cool outlet that you have to the standalone bathtub. Now back towards you guys, off to the second bedroom. Now the second bedroom has a different color palette. It also just feels differently. That one's more of cooler colors, whereas this one's more of a warmer tone. But in terms of size, it's equally as impressive. Either side, we have these gorgeous side tables, which, as you'll see, the color palette of this entire room, it's a reference to the colors that were used for these side tables. And then to my right, this is the bathroom. We'll focus more on the details to finish off the main bedroom, but this is equally as stunning. Now off to the main bedroom. Up here, we also have, additionally to the pajama lounge, we have a sleeper couch here where throughout the day, as the sun starts to set, you can simply sit here, enjoy the view, and also enjoy a book or two while the sun is doing its thing outside. Now, as we enter this main bedroom, we are hedged off by built-in cupboards, but all of them finished with this tint, giving you this beautiful view of this illuminated LED lighting on the inside. Makeup station with this large mirror, but now the ceilings increase even higher. Starting with the bathroom, we're greeted by this floating granite basin and vanity design, wall-mounted sandware, large mirror with this LED backlighting again, walk-in shower with a niche design, large windows giving you that natural lighting internally. Now to finish everything off to the main area, as it slowly reveals itself, the amount of natural lighting in here is incredible. Good size, you have an aircon as well as a workstation. And then to my right, to finish everything off, we find the balcony. This is an incredible spot when you are waking up, you're having your cup of coffee, and you're just planning out your day. You have this beautiful moment here, very private. You see the outdoor area, you start to enjoy all the bird and ambient noise that you hear, and this just becomes your private moment for you and your partner to plan the day ahead. Down in the comments, let us know which was your favorite villa. As I mentioned, Villa 2 was my favorite villa. Before we get out of here, massive thanks to the owner and developer of this outstanding development, The Pinnacle. This is an outstanding development that stands out in this landscape in Polokwane, and I'm sure they'll have massive success. As I mentioned, there's short-term stay, so if you and friends and family want to stay here for a few nights, make sure to go down to the description. All the booking details will be down here. This is the end of the year for us, so thank you so much for the support that you guys have shown us throughout the entire year. We feel so blessed and grateful to be still sharing such incredible projects with you guys, and I'm sure there's more to come very soon. From us at Let's Prop In to you guys, we'll see you on the next one. Take care.